Hello, I'm Glenyce Hughes and I get to facilitate people around the world in creating their dreams come true. How the heck did I get so lucky? Are you willing to be honest with you? It's a big question, my sweet friends. It's a big question. Now, this is something that I have been choosing more and more of in the past 10 years since studying the tools of access consciousness. It's something I didn't even recognize I wasn't doing, even though I totally wasn't doing it, but I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't even know honesty with me was a thing. So the more that I do it, the more magic that occurs because I'm not stuck in the way I think it should be or the fantasy of what's going on. It's like just honest with what is, not from the place of judgment or upset or just what is, which means once I admit it to myself, once I'm honest with me, then I can actually change it. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is that earlier this morning I was filling out a form for becoming a Joy of Business certified facilitator. So this is very exciting. You will see some business done different classes coming up with me in the next little while. And on that questionnaire was, what is your expectation of this class? And so I started writing out, well, I have no expectation, blah, 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 like all the correct access terminology. And I was like, that's not, they're not looking for the proper words. They're not looking for me to say what I think they want to hear. They're actually asking me. So I started really looking at that, like if I was, and this was the question I was using, if I was really honest with me here, what are my expectations? And that was really interesting. See, the thing with expectations is that anytime we have expectations, we then set ourselves up to separate and judge and reject either ourselves or the other person or the situation. So in this case, if I walked into that class with the expectation that I would know exactly how to facilitate a business done different class, then I would have to separate and judge and reject myself and Simone, who's the facilitator of it, and anybody else as part of it. Like, it's crazy what we do to ourselves with these expectations, especially when we're not honest with ourselves about them. So right now I'm in the midst of facilitating the book club. It's the Projections, Expectations, Separation, Judgment, Rejection book club. The book is by Gary Douglas, Access Consciousness. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. And this has been huge. These last, I think we're on week 4 right now, or week 5 or something. It's been huge to really start to look at all the places I've got the projections and the expectations. The projections that going to the gym will do A, B, C, and D. The expectation that taking a class will do Z, Y, X. Like all of these things that without them asking me that question, again, I would have told myself, like, not that I really would have thought about it, but it would have been this idea that I don't have any. You know, I'm leading the book club about PES Juniors, which is the acronym, so I don't have any. I mean, I'm so conscious. I'm being silly, but you get the idea. Instead of just being like, wow, okay, what are my expectations with this? Because once we're honest with ourselves about what they are, we can change them. We can go, well, that's insane. Like as if there's a right way to facilitate a business done different or any class. There isn't. There isn't. And until I choose it, I won't have more awareness of it. So if I sit on the sidelines going, oh, well, what if I don't do it right? Or what if they're not happy about it? Or what? That's crazy. So it's just this whole world of truly infinite possibilities when we're willing to be honest with us. You don't have to be honest with anybody else. It's just honesty with ourselves so that we can actually change what isn't working, change the crazy, and create beyond what we've never imagined possible. Have a fabulous week, sweet friends, and I look forward to chatting again next week.